one of the NBA playoffs is done and dusted, and we are here to discuss it all sa All In sa Arena, where we make your picks count. And for those who are new here, All In sa Arena is brought to you by Arena Plus, the official betting partner of the NBA here in the Philippines. And we are here, of course, doing what we do best.
Which is?
Giving them very valuable advice and tips to level up their experience as the NBA playoffs rolls on. So boom!
Yeah.
Grabe this morning. What a way to start the NBA playoffs.
Oo, alam mo, very kasi yung iba, panalo, yung picks panalo, pero yung team talo. Alam mo yung mga ganong
Yes.
experiences
Pero
na
expected and unexpected
Yes.
surprises na
Yes.
sinasabi natin.
Yes. That's why we're here, to help everybody, lahat ng ating mga kasama, to make smart, informed picks using exclusive back-end data. Apple's very good at that. Real-time insights, handicaps, basically everything you need to stay ahead of the game.
But guys, before we even get started, we just want to share na meron tayong bagong
Exciting
promo. Di ba kakatapos lang nung deadline ng MVP bracket yesterday, may bagong promo na naman.
Dali lang guys,
Actually,
na kayo ha. Huwag kayo
Dali lang kayo kasi na-excite talaga ako eh, okay?
Ito muna, promo tayo.
Mamaya kayo sa amin.
I
But,
love this.
you know, we have a new promo from Arena Plus called the NBA Jackpot Raffle. And what is this about? Well, basically, for every bet wagered, goes to this jackpot na prize pool. So, you guys will get a raffle entry once you make a pick with 500 pesos or at least 500 pesos at stake on at least 1.5 odds and above.
Ito pa, mas masaya to. Another thing, we have a challenge for you guys, lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. If we hit 1,000 peak live viewers, everyone who drops their Arena Plus account name in the comment section will get a share of the 10,000 prize pot. Ganun lang.
Teka lang, mag-view muna
It's that
ako.
easy. It is that easy.
Saan ko na?
So,
Teka lang.
invite your friends, tell them all about it. Keep watching, and let's hit that mark, okay? 1,000 peak viewers live. If we hit it, a member of our social media team will reach out to you, so don't forget to check your messages.
Eto na,
All right.
let's get things started.
Okay.
Well, yesterday, we brought in champions on the basketball court.
Even the other day.
Yes, para tulungan tayo to make our picks even smarter and make us
Naguluhan lang ako eh, hindi.
Diba? Parang nagduda tayo sa sarili natin mga
Oo eh.
picks. Pero ngayon naman, we are gonna be having we're having a look from a slightly different perspective.
I like that because we all know the importance of basketball social media personalities in helping promote the sport further. And with us today, nakita nyo na, two of the biggest names from that space. Let us welcome Margo Donato! And Miguel Asuncion. Miguel Asuncion, also known as Pinoy, basketballista.
Hi, everyone.
Na si Miguel Asuncion,
Yes.
otherwise known as Pinoy basketballista. Hello, guys.
Hello,
You
good
know,
evening.
Good evening. We obviously got to meet each other, talk to each other, and have fun with each other during our Derek Rose event.
Yes.
Margo, medyo...
Yung blindfold, di ba?
Yes.
Blindfold shooting challenge.
Tell me about
Ayan,
that
kwento.
experience.
Wala kasi ako doon.
Wala ka dun
Sige,
eh.
kwento.
Hindi siya
Actually,
pinapasok eh.
Ay, hindi siya pinapasok.
Deadline na.
Baka kasi siya yung kunin agad.
Yun. But tell me about that experience.
Yeah, actually, nagulat ako na part pala ako nung blindfold shooting challenge. It's really a core memory for me kasi nasa harap ko si D-Rose eh.
Yeah.
And he was,
Tinutulungan ka.
rebounding for me.
Oo naman.
And everyone was
Grabe.
cheering, kaya thankful rin sa Arena Plus because grabe, ang dami ko nang na-meet
Yeah.
na friends,
Right.
NBA players, D-Rose, Austin Reeves. So I'm very
Tanong, nakashoot
grateful.
ka ba?
Nakashoot ako isa.
Yan. Pero yun yung mga interesado ako.
Yeah.
Makashoot ako hindi.
Yes. What was your experience? Tell us about it.
I remember it na nanalo ako sa parang parlay thing
Yes.
during the first D-Rose event and you were the one announcing it.
Yes.
Tapos yung focus ko
Ako yung
kasi...
swerte mo. Yes, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
alam ko ito yung
Say that.
swerte.
You can say
Wala
that.
naman sa sinabing
Hindi, yun yung gusto niya sabihin.
Sige,
Parang
sige
ganun
na.
And then, I was recording someone in front of me kasi si Derek Rose was there. Tapos nag-flash na pala yung name ko. And then you were announcing it. Tapos hindi ko siya naririnig. And then funny, yung friends ko sa other side nung venue, yung sumigaw. So everyone thought nandun yung
Nanalo.
winner. Yeah.
Right.
And then, yun, everything is the rest is history. I met Derrick Rose, may photo kami together.
Yun!
And
Saya, saya.
Sobrang saya.
Photos, videos.
Yes.
Ay, oh, sige.
Lucky, lucky.
Lucky. You guys are lucky, but we'll put that luck to test today, tonight. So, I guess we all agree, we can establish na lahat tayo dito are fans of basketball,
Right.
of course, of the NBA. Now, kayo, I wanna ask, yung mga picks nyo ba, or normally when you cheer for a team, ano yung basis nyo? Margo, you first.
Well, ako kasi Laker fan talaga ako ever since because of Kobe.
Ikaw ba nag-imbita sa kanya dito? Diba?
Ano sabihin?
Okay.
Laker fan talaga ako because of Kobe. So ever since then, Lakers pa rin.
Hooked ka na.
Yeah,
na-hook
hooked
ka
pa
na.
rin.
Okay.
So,
gan-
loyal
okay.
ako sa Lakers.
Good question yan kasi yung to parang
Kinikilig
jump
ako
on
sa sagot niya.
what Apple is saying. So, do you make your picks on an emotional basis? Parang kahit ano mangyari,
Yeah,
kahit
kahit-
ano yung odds, kahit ano yung handicap, hindi, Lakers.
Kahit
or,
anong mangyari, Lakers ako.
Wow!
Lakers.
Okay.
Lalo na pag bumili ka ng plus 5.5.
Yung sabihin ko, kahit minus 20.
Oh, hindi naman.
Oo, naman.
Sila talaga.
Okay.
Lakers talaga.
Okay.
Until now.
What about you, Miguel?
Actually, ako Warriors ka, so nalaglag sa...
Natanggal sa
Yeah.
play-in, oh.
So, ngayon, gusto ko din makita yung Lakers.
Lakers din?
One last
Lakers
for
is
LeBron
one.
and parang exciting din makita si Bronny and LeBron winning a championship.
Pero ganun ka rin ba sa picks mo? How do you parang consider your picks? Anong ma-numbers ka
depends
ba?
on,
or
like,
ano ba?
Trend,
Yeah.
favorites.
Minsan trend, minsan chine-check ko din kasi yung performances niya before.
You're in the perfect show.
Mm.
You're in the perfect show.
We'll review some of the performances.
Yes, oh.
We'll get that covered later.
All right, I'm sure you guys have made your own picks for the playoffs. So who do you have coming out of the conferences? Does that mean that you think that the Lakers are going to be champions this year?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Pero kanina nanalo sila.
Hopefully.
Nanalo sila kanina.
What's your
Yes.
coming out? LA?
Lakers.
LA
yeah.
champions, huh? Okay, let's see if those
versus
predictions
one tayo.
will hold as we look back at the previous results of the games earlier with our winning margin. Now, 4 games in, and as expected, the favorites dominated except for one team. LeBron James, Luke Kennard, and the Los Angeles Lakers. A very crucial turn of events, especially for our running home and away tally. Right, Apple?
That's right, Boom! And speaking of right, you know kung
sige
sino
na.
yung right?
Okay.
Me!
Okay.
My lock of the day yesterday actually won. And wala ka na ambag sa tali natin. So, ngayon tuloy, lamang yung away team. So,
Pero can I just
Sige,
like,
raga.
contextualize this, ha? Kaya ako pinili Houston because I thought Luka was out, which he was,
yeah.
and KD was going to play. Pero they announced, I think, 2 or 3 hours prior to the game. So, tulugan lahat ng tao nung in-announce sila na wala si KD. So, obviously, the odds went to the Lakers.
Okay, so
That's the, yun lang.
just to update our tally.
Haba
our
no explanation ko eh.
Sige na lang, oo na lang. Pagbibigyan na lang kita.
Okay, okay.
Pero pwede kang bumawi
Sige,
Pwede
game.
kang bumawi.
Sige.
But right now, the away team is leading kasi both Jolly and 30's pick actually won.
Oh,
And
yep.
again, yung akin lang yung nanalo, so bawi
Oo
ka
na. But before that, let's dive into what happened earlier, starting with the Western Conference games, bannered by the stunner that depleted the Lakers pulled off against the Rockets. Ganda ng pagkasabi, depleted. Nanood kayo kanina? Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see the results? Okay, look at this. 107-98. LeBron James with 19 points. Alfred Sengun without KD again. Also, they really look bad today. Houston looked really bad today. Anong nakita niyo doon sa game or anong nakita niyo sa mga news after the game? O, ikaw muna, Miguel.
Ako yung magic bunot ng Lakers, si Luke Kennard with 5.
Luke Kennard.
5 out of
agree.
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 out of
Same,
5.
same.
Same.
That was a
Yeah,
big
27 points?
27
Yeah,
points.
27 points.
That's right.
Magic bunot.
Mm.
But kung ito maraming na-surprise, dun sa next game, I guess, it was as expected
Chill.
that Minnesota versus Denver game, a convincing win by the Nuggets. 116-105 was the final score. And of course, ang top scorer nila dyan for Denver, none other than Jokic.
O, si Jokic had his usual triple-double. Si Murray actually yung mabigat dito sa laro na to that they couldn't stop also. Anthony Edwards, a lot of bad shots. Sorry, wala na si Tito Jolly. Yung sabi niya, Tito Jolly! Sabi siya, Anthony Edwards, wala pa yan. He had a lot of bad shots. So, medyo wala yung composure ng Minnesota kanina.
So yun yung update natin sa West. Now, let's take a look at ano nga ba ang happening sa East. Cleveland versus Toronto. The Cavaliers won that game 126-113.
Expected?
As expected also. So, tignan natin if the trend will continue sa Game 2. Pero sa isang araw pa yan. And then finally, the last game for this morning was the Atlanta versus Knicks game. And again, what
Boom!
happened?
Tama ako dun.
Oo, pwede naman yun yung lock of the day mo eh.
Yun yung sinabi ko. Iba yung
Hindi.
lumabas sa screen.
Hindi.
Pero yun yung sinabi
Masama
ko.
pa rin loob ko sa'yo.
Roll the tape. Ay,
Walang ganon.
Yun yung sinabi ko.
Kayo ba?
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think about the East? Kasi puro West yung picks nyo eh.
East, like
Oh.
who's coming out?
Wala ka bang
That's it.
pakialam sa East? Ganun
No,
ba?
sa games kanina.
Oh,
Oh,
games
ano ba?
kanina.
Meron ba kayong gusto doon sa New York, sa Cleveland, Toronto, or Atlanta of the 4 teams?
I mean, I love watching Denver, no?
Okay, Denver
Jokic,
sa West.
kasi
West pa rin
sobrang-
West
talaga.
pa rin. Talagang ayaw nyo mag-East. no?
Actually, US, yeah. Ako
Yeah,
din eh.
more
same.
on West, pero East, yeah, hinihintay ko kasi is Boston Celtics.
Okay, which is
Ah,
tomorrow.
which is
Sige,
tomorrow.
pag-usapan
Okay,
natin
okay.
yan mamaya. Margot, do you have anything, any thought, any sa East? Any team na parang, sige, okay, I'll watch this team or I'll, pick this team.
Siguro Pistons.
Detroit, that's
Yeah.
a good strong pick.
Mhm.
That's a good strong pick. Bukas din sila, di ba? I think.
Yes,
Yes,
bukas
right,
sila,
right.
bukas sila.
Okay.
So, abangan na lang namin yan tomorrow.
At dahil tomorrow talaga yung gusto nila, ibigay na natin yung games for tomorrow. For
Yes.
April 20, we are starting early as 1 a.m. We'll
Wow.
give you the 76ers versus the Celtics. And
Mhm.
then,
Phoenix versus the number 1 team in the league, Oklahoma City Thunder. That's at 3:30 a.m. And then tuloy-tuloy ang aksyon at 6:30 a.m. The Magic, the number 8 team in the East versus the Detroit Pistons, yung pinipick ni Margo. And then the Trail Blazers and my San Antonio
Yan yung-
Spurs
I
at
like it.
9 a.m. I'm sorry, did I say my?
Oh.
The San Antonio Spurs is what I meant. You can catch all these games live on Signal and Amazon Prime.
okay, now let's check the head-to-head matchup of the both teams para rin our viewers can have a better idea or vision kung ano nga ba yung regular season averages and just
Oo.
comparison of the numbers of both teams.
Kasi
So,
Yung audience natin, baka yun naman yung style
Oo,
nila.
kasi-
Numbers-based naman
correct.
sila.
So, you want to back them up with some numbers as well. So, these are the numbers of the Celtics and the 76ers. Any numbers that stand out para sa'yo dyan?
Alam mo, when you look at the points, parang hindi sila nagkakalayo. Pero pag nakita mo yung standings nila, malayong-malayo. So, this is really hard to tell. And then, of course, head-to-head, gusto mong tignan. They're 2-2 because you want to make your pick sometimes based on head-to-head. But, you have to remember, Jason Tatum did not play
Yes.
in, I
just-
think, if not most of that game, 3 at least of those games. And then you saw at the end yung malaking bagay na yung
Embiid?
yung kanilang team standing
Oo,
malayo,
yeah.
malayo yung difference nila. So, Boston, you said? Boston? Was it you the
Boston,
one who
yeah.
was saying? Okay. Led, of course, by, as I said, Tatum
Tatum.
and
Pero-
Jalen Brown.
Ako, tignan natin yung efficiency niya kasi kakabalik nga lang niya, I think, last
looking good.
late March. But
Yeah.
for the 76ers naman, I think Embiid is out,
Out
with
yata.
something wrong with his abdomen. Di ko na siya tinext, di ko tinanong eh.
Appendicitis, I
Appendicitis,
think,
oh, the
surgery.
abdomen.
See, buti pa yun, nalaman natin the night before. Si
Diba?
KD, hindi natin alam. Sorry,
Sayang, di na
binabalikan ko talaga eh. Yes, so apparently he is out. He went under the knife
Mhm.
because of appendicitis. So this will be only Tyrese Maxey pretty much. So lalo yung odds gumanda para kay Miguel
Boston.
dito.
Yeah.
Mamaya,
For
titignan natin yung mga
Boston.
odds na yan.
Okay,
But
okay.
the next matchup natin, OKC
Oh,
versus Phoenix. I have a lot to say about
Sorry.
this matchup.
I
Pero,
have nothing to say.
kay Margo, ikaw muna. Head-to-head nila so far in the regular season, 3-2 with OKC slightly ahead, pero hindi rin nagkakalayo yung numbers eh.
Numbers, pero look at the win-loss record at the bottom.
Mhm.
Well, the number 1 team, Margo, is OKC for the second straight
Yeah.
year. Ano? Do you get to watch yung sila SGA, yung
Excited
Oklahoma Thunder?
Well, last year nag-champion sila eh.
Yes.
So, feeling ko this year, they have a big chance
They
of
have a-
winning.
That's a,
But
yeah.
of course, Devin Booker and won't, baka di
Ito,
niya palagpasin. So,
nag-usap tong dalawa ni Apple eh. Masyado kayo nag-usap eh.
pero OKC, I feel like OKC would
With
make
the-
it. Yeah.
SGA and Chet Holmgren, of course, the players to watch there. What's your opinion, Miguel, on OKC? You like them? You hate them? What's the deal?
Well, they're a very young team, no?
Yes.
Ang ganda ng core nila. And hopefully, through the years, they keep it. And then, talagang every year, I think, nasa playoffs sila.
Right.
But for this matchup, like Phoenix and OKC, feeling ko, very tight tong matchup na to. Like,
Really?
feeling ko abot siya ng Game 7.
But like
Wow!
Game 7!
Wow! What a prediction! Game 7!
Whoa!
Pero alam mo, Boom, I'll go for
Yeah.
the underdogs, the Phoenix. Hindi lang
Yes.
dahil kay Devin Booker.
Yes.
Pero there's always that extra motivation to take down the number 1 team.
Of course.
And again,
It's not gonna happen, but sure, you can dream. You can dream.
let's see tomorrow.
Pero, what will equalize that, syempre, is, di ba, yung mga plus-minus yan.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yan ang ano niyan. Pero sige, pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. Doon muna tayo sa Magic and Margot's pick, the Pistons. The Magic, number 8 team, the Pistons there, same in terms of the numbers, not too far from each other, but win-loss record, the Pistons look good all year at 60-22, even with the, excuse me, Cade Cunningham going down with an injury.
Mhm.
Magic barely made the playoffs, di ba? Parang dumaan pa yan sa play-in para makuha yung number 8. So, I don't know. I think Detroit, tama si Margot.
Ay,
I have
hindi.
to. You think Orlando's
Oh,
gonna
kasi
take?
nandun si Paolo Banquero. So, supportan ko kasi pinsan siya ni Chris Banquero. So,
Yun
dun
yung, ano, yun yung,
madali lang ang reasoning natin
yun
dyan.
yung ano. Sige na nga, sige na nga. Okay. But of course, Cade Cunningham and the All-Stars, Jalen Duren, yan yung mga All-Stars ng Detroit Pistons who will lead this in a victory over Orlando. I'm calling it now. Sabi ko lang. Banquero, of course, and their recruit this year, Desmond Bain, has been incredible also for Orlando. Okay, and
Ikaw na
then,
yan, ikaw na yan.
hindi, ipapasok ko na sana
Hindi.
sa'yo kasi masyadong bias.
Hindi,
Ang San
okay
Antonio, San
lang.
Antonio.
Express.
San Antonio and Portland. Wemby, anong impression nyo kay Wemby,
Oh,
shit.
Miguel and Margot?
Future face of the NBA. Wemby.
Future
Okay.
pa ba? Hindi ba ngayon? Loko lang.
Inintay ko lang si LeBron. No?
Okay. Margot,
I agree.
have you seen Wemby play? What can you say about how he plays?
He's really good.
Mhm.
Pero Lakers pa rin, LeBron eh nga. I agree.
Yeah?
Kasi
Yeah.
iba pa rin si LeBron with how he plays. Mas malakas pa rin siya for me.
At sana malakas ang laro niya dahil wala pang Luka. Yes, partner.
But you better watch out. You better not cry.
Why?
Pero listed day to day kasi si Wemby.
Ooh.
So we'll see.
Listed lang yan.
Listed day to day.
Papaano lang yan.
Papakaba.
Oo,
Kunwari lang yan. Kunwari.
Tapos bukas, oy, pero magulat ka ha. So again, you better watch out.
All right, sure. Okay, so that Portland also one of the teams that almost did not make it to the
Mhm.
playoffs, just as a footnote. Okay, now this is turning out to be another hectic day in the NBA. A 4-game schedule tomorrow, di ba? Sabi natin, we start at 1 a.m. Pero before we dive into our picks for the games today, let's take a look at how our community
Yep.
reacted with what happened in the games today, lalo na yung social media community na yan. Sige.
Heat check muna
check!
tayo.
Mm.
Let's go with some heat check. First, this post from Lean Ball. Playoff LeBron has arrived. Tignan mo, pag ganyan na at malapit magsalubong ang kilay na LeBron, he means the business and we definitely saw that today. So, kabahan na talaga kayo. Yun
Heat
lang.
check, maganda yung title Heat check kasi
Kasi heat.
at that time it was my favorite LeBron, the Miami Heat
Miami
LeBron.
Heat, yes.
Okay, next Ballless Life naman, New York City. You are now rocking with Kat and Bronson. You gotta love it. The fans are from New York are definitely loving seeing this duo. And tomorrow, tapos
The
na-
next 2 days, yeah.
In 2 days, pero they're definitely celebrating kasi nga big
Side note,
victory. On the side note.
kanina dun sa game, sumisigaw pa rin yung fans ng New York that they hate Trae Young. Kahit na wala na si
Grabe,
Trae Young
no?
sa Atlanta. Ang
Medyo-
bigat.
Eto, di-discuss pa ba natin yung huli?
Sige lang, go lang!
Ikaw,
Margo, ikaw mag-ano niyan dahil si LeBron James yan.
Yung
So-
Si Hoops, yeah. This one's
Okay,
from
hoops
Hoops
updates. Arena Plus, LeBron James, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Left-handed finish like it's nothing. Still unreal at this stage of his career.
Playoffs Bron, yun lang
It's
talaga
true,
eh.
it is true. He is still unreal. There's no question about that. And of course, malaki ang ating community, lalo na nandito
Yep.
ang ating Pinoy basketballista and si Margo para manood sa atin dito. So I hope,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And no, I was just gonna say now, we encourage all our viewers to keep posting on social media, tag Arena Plus sa PH, and use our hashtag All In sa Arena, so we get to see how you feel about the games. At baka matulungan nyo din kami with our picks, kasi medyo duda talaga. Kailangan ng tulong nitong...
Kailangan.
Sasabihin kung
kailangan.
sino, ha?
Kailangan ko malaking tulong in
Yeah.
general. Pero yes, lalo na pagdating sa picks. At saka para mabasa rin natin lahat ng mga sinasabi nila. Okay? Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Ano na ba tayo?
We
Ating,
will check some real
Yan.
live numbers for the
Go.
games tomorrow. Simulan natin yan with the first game between the Sixers, or the 76ers and the Celtics. So
Ooh.
currently, ito yung mga markets that they can put their picks on, the money line. Grabe, yung yung multiplier sa Philadelphia. So
50.
obviously, Celtics, they're favored to win. They are given even a minus 12.5. So
Yeah.
that means they can, they'll win at least by 13.
Yes.
Tama ba? That confident yung market natin. And over-under naman dyan is set at 213.5.
Yan ang combined score, no?
Combined
score
score,
yan para dun
That's
sa...
how our over and under works. Then next up, para naman sa OKC and Phoenix.
Grabe to. Mas malaki
Sa
to.
pato.
8.5 money line.
Magsisisi kayo talaga. Wala kang tiwala sa Phoenix na.
Really? Really?
Lalo na with a plus 15.5 na
Laki.
bigay sa Phoenix. Ibig sabihin, liamado talaga yung OKC. Kaya ganyan yung nakikita nilang handicap natin. And over-under set at 215.5.
215.
Parang kaya yan.
5. Mamaya, babalikan natin sila, Margo tsaka si Miguel pagdating sa ganyan. Alright, what's our next one? It is
Detroit.
Orlando and Detroit.
Yup.
Ito, mas konting gap nila pagdating sa money line natin.
If you wanna put your pick on Orlando and if they win, nang diretso lang,
Yes.
winner of the game, whatever money you put in, ang balik niyan times 3.80. Maganda yan. If they have lista ka, you wanna go for the underdogs, you bet, you pick the Orlando Magic.
Or you just like Paolo Banchero?
Yeah, you just like Paulo Banchero,
Right.
and they win, then you get your money times 3.8. And the over and under naman is set at 219.5.
Then our last game would be Portland and San Antonio. Let's talk about that. Uy, Manilay natin at 5.50. Tapos,
Pwede yan.
minus 11.5 yung San Antonio.
And I wanna ask you, kasi San Antonio
Let's ask
mo yun.
them.
Sige.
Let's ask them.
Okay, San
Nobody
Antonio.
cares about me. Let's
San Antonio given a minus 11.5.
Yan yung gusto ko malaman. Kaya maganda yung tanong ni Apple. How do you make your picks?
Yeah.
It depends
Okay.
if Wemby's playing. Kasi yung listed niya siya as it.
Okay. O sige, sabihin na natin Wemby's playing because I really believe
Okay.
he will not miss the play.
Possible.
Possible what? So what are we
They
looking
win
at?
and then sa handicap like kahit minus 11.5 is a win. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bala kayo dyan.
Okay. Margo.
Ako,
Margo.
sometimes I read comments rin eh.
Okay, good. That's a good.
Para I could base it
Base
off.
it on
Yeah, check ko rin mga comments ng mga
unpopular
tao. Yeah,
opinion.
kung sino yung mas madaming pumipili dito sa team na to, doon ako.
That's a very good, it's a
Parang
very
ano
good
to,
way.
bandwagon.
Oh, Bandwagon.
Walang masama doon, ha?
In a way, you're crowdsourcing without
Para safe lang.
crowdsourcing. Yeah.
Majority win.
I like that.
Safe.
I like that. All right. To further maximize our discussion sa ating pro picks, when it comes to our picks, Apple will be zeroing in on one specific ball game for tomorrow's NBA quadruple header, and our game of the day is none other than the match between
OKC and the Phoenix Suns.
Alrighty.
So, here with me, I brought my little
love this.
tablet. So
You're-
medyo tayo dito, demo. And para rin malaman nila and mas ma-familiarize nila yung ating Arena Plus app. So here you go. We brought out our Arena Plus app. Ito yung mga markets that they can make their picks. Of course, the winner is basically who wins that ball game. You already saw yung ating multiplier kanina. na 8.50 if you choose the Phoenix Suns. And by the way, the one on the left is the home team, which is
Home team.
OKC, and the
Yes.
one on the right para yan sa Phoenix Suns. So yung
They're right? The 8.50.
and the handicap kanina, we already saw that the plus 15.5, but
Yes.
I want you
Ito lang
to
makikita
make you-
nila sa app talaga. That's
Correct.
exactly the
There-
interface.
There's a lot of different markets that they can actually make their picks.
Yeah, dyan ako ini-influensya ni Apple talaga eh. Dyan na ako niya.
Dito tayo. And the
Yes.
handicap, you already saw that.
Yes.
But one that I personally like is yung atin. And by the way, there are also player numbers.
Yan, nakikita nila on screen.
For example, this one for the rebound.
Mahilig din ako dyan. Yan.
Si
oh.
Chet, eto ha. Let's ask Margo and Miguel. Si Chet, nakalagay dito 8.5 rebounds. Do you think he's gonna get more, which is over or
Over or
under? Again, 8.5 rebounds.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Come on.
I think he's getting more.
Over?
Over.
Over
Yes,
8
over.
point, what did you say? 8.5?
8.5?
Parang agree ako, over.
Over.
I disagree!
Bakit?
Because
Bakit
it's the
naman?
playoffs. Iba na yung labanan. Mas physical na yan.
Mababox out siya?
Oh, hindi naman, pero it's not going to be as easy as it was in the regular.
Pero feeling ko playoffs,
Hindi.
lalakas
Ay,
sila eh.
sorry, ha?
Lalakas sila. Lalakas sila, mas
Yung
lalakas sila.
determination.
Okay,
Yeah.
sige na. Okay, I made my point. I
Diba?
made my point. Sige.
Diba? You get me?
I go under. I go under.
You go under.
They go over.
Pero you get me why it's also interesting to look at different
so
markets. Kasi
fun.
mas
Yes.
tulad nun.
Pati mga quarters, di ba?
Oo. And
sa
speaking of
yun.
quarters, meron kasi din dito, you can make a pick per quarter.
Yeah.
Yung raise to 10, raise to 20, raise to 30. So basically, sinong team yung mauuna maka 10 points sa quarter na yon?
Yes.
Meron din tayong market for that.
Lahat yan natutunan ko kay Apple.
Uy, grabe ka naman! So you'll see that here once the game starts. Pero meron pa dito, eto. You see this, I wanna discuss this in particular, yung winning margin natin. Ang winning margin is basically a team winning within a certain range of winning margin. You think, eto, yung una dito, on the left, OKC winning by 1 to 2 points, ang multiplier dyan, times 21. So,
21.
kung magkano man
Times
yung
21.
money that you put in, let's say I put 500 on OKC winning by 1 to 2 points. So if that, if OKC ends up winning by 1 or 2, then 500 times 21.
Wow.
Pero it's not gonna happen.
Okay,
I know it's a
that
sample.
I agree.
I know it's a
That
sample.
I agree.
I'm just saying.
But you
because
get
I'm
it.
telling the audience. Yes.
Diba?
I get it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Tomorrow, actually later tonight, I'm gonna go with the winning margin. Pero lahat in favor, lahat talaga sa Phoenix.
So explore the app
Mm-hmm.
and then play around and see where you can, make your picks. Okay. Now, while you guys are exploring that, let's
Mm-hmm.
take a look at the numbers. It's going to be a tall order para sa mga dehadista
Yes.
dyan. Especially because when we look at, diba? When you look at the app, we see the numbers. Look at that.
Favored.
Oh, favored na
talaga yun.
favored.
Mhm.
It's really leaning towards OKC, okay? So you're looking at right now. See, on your screens, you can see minus 15.5.
Yan nga. That's a big sign. When a team is given a huge minus, ibig sabihin, confident sila na they're gonna win big.
Yes.
That team can win big. But if
Handicap, dahil ito,
handicap.
syempre, yung Phoenix will be playing on the road. They will come into the Paycom Center, which is the home of OKC. And then, yun na nga, dahil they're at the bottom and OKC is at the top. So, everything is ano. But, sige, let's make it official. Let's make it official. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right, let's start with your pick, Apple.
My picks!
Right.
Okay, ready na ba kayo para
Go.
sa mga picks ko? Well, I pick for OKC to win. Okay, let's relax ka lang. I know I love the Phoenix Suns, but if we're talking about just money line, winner of the game, it's OKC. Pero,
I get it.
given the plus 15.5, the Suns will definitely get that win. And over ako dun sa ating
Total,
total combined scores, I go
over.
over.
Okay, that's what we were saying at the start of the show when we were talking to them kanina. Parang, do you make the picks na, oh, you like this team, pero the odds kasi, di ba? Minus
Yeah.
15.5. Okay, so, ako then, let's look at my pick. I said, that OKC, look, right there, OKC. Ako naman, under ako.
215.5 if I'm not mistaken
Yung ano,
right now.
total
Yung
score.
over-under natin na 215.
Under naman ako dyan. I don't know why, I just have a feeling it's not gonna go over.
Hindi, gusto mo lang talaga. May magkaiba sa ano natin, pick natin. Ayaw mo
I
na
did not know
mag-totally
your
agree.
pick. I did not know your pick to be
Pinapaano
fair.
mo pa eh.
Phoenix plus 15.5. Okay.
Kayo na
okay,
nga.
ito, sila importante.
Kasi home and away to. We are
Yes.
actually against their
Yes.
their picks. Go ahead. We
Ako
go
first.
with Margo.
My pick is OKC.
Okay.
Since last year, champion sila, and I feel like this year, they're gonna be a champion again with the young talents that they have. And then OKC, dapat plus yan eh. Plus 15.5.
Plus ba?
Wala yon. Bawal ang plus sa OKC. Walang ganon.
But yeah, minus 15.5 and then over. Kasi for the past games,
Okay.
high-scoring game.
I like this. Okay.
So I feel like over.
Okay. Over, that means they will go over the
215.
total 215 na combined score.
Combined score, yeah.
All right, Pinoy basketballista, it's your turn.
Okay, for me, tingin ko is OKC din yung mananalo.
Okay.
And then over.
Ang swabe naman ang boses nito. Parang
Ang hinhin mo, parang gusto ko na matulog.
Parang ano? Oh.
Overtime. And then for the yung sa handicap, feeling ko kasi tomorrow close game eh.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
hindi siya hindi
Sabi mo nga, 7 games ito eh, di
yeah,
ba?
hindi matatambakan yung
Okay.
OKC.
I like that. I like that.
So, plus 15.5 ako.
And then you also are going over, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Over 215. So tatlo kayo, no? Over.
Over
tama ba?
kami, pero
Alright.
parehas. Ikaw lang yung ano.
Eh, ganyan
3-1
ako.
eh.
Sige.
3-1, 3-1.
Kontra talaga ako eh. That's
Pero-
what I do. I do not agree. I do not agree. Pero, yeah.
Talaga.
Pero, what were you going to
Pero, those are our picks of the day. But, of course, we always have one pick that we are very confident about, and that is our lock of the day.
It's time for the lock of the day. And by the way, while we're doing this, dapat kayo rin, dapat mga manonood, all our friends on our Arena Plus community will also make your own picks. All right, let's go. Lock of the day is what we're talking about right now.
Sino bang mauuna dyan? Do I go first
Yeah,
with
you go
our
first.
lock of the day?
Yeah, you go
Okay,
first.
lock
Why not?
of
Why not?
the
Why not?
day.
Okay.
I went with the Phoenix with a plus 15.5. Because again, I feel like that's gonna be very easy for them with a 15.5 plus. So,
Teka, ito yung pinapakita natin was, ito yun. Yung
yes,
yung
this
Phoenix.
one, this one.
All right.
So that's my lock of the day, the plus 15.5 for Phoenix.
OKC, I said, is my lock of the day.
I like that. I like
Right?
that.
Yeah,
So we're
OKC.
teammates here, so
Yes,
we have to agree.
dito, ganyan tayo. And then,
OKC,
OKC.
same kami ni
kami.
Miguel.
Ano ba naman yan? Ang
OKC.
corny naman ng sa inyo. Napaka-safe. Ayaw nyo ba ng thrill?
Pero sinabi nga nila kanina, di ba?
Yeah.
Dehado. Yung mga dehadista today.
But kasi, also, check the multiplier
Well, of course.
with the handicap.
Of course.
Kasi parang 1.08 ang multiplier nitong money line
Money
OKC to win.
Yeah.
But if you want some thrill, yung medyo may
Go to
kaba.
the other side, of
go
course.
to the other side. Or like, again, like this one, Phoenix winning but with a plus 15.5.
Yeah. That is the one na sabi nga natin, as we always say every night, yung lock of the day, yung talagang super confident ka na mangyayari.
Ay, kinakabahan ako.
Okay. Ganun talaga. All right. So, now we move on with, ano bang gagawin natin? Wrap. Okay na pala.
Yes!
Nakumpleto na pala natin.
Nakumpleto na natin lahat. Ang next
Ayoko
na
na ipaalala yung mga nangyari kahapon. Huwag
Hindi,
na natin pag-usapan
basta
yan.
ang alamin lang natin is that lamang right now yung away team.
Which is,
4-3.
That
That's
Which is
right.
kami.
Kami.
Ganyan talaga. This is like,
Can you explain ba't sila lamang?
well, we're dysfunctional.
Okay.
That's why. Ganun talaga.
Well, we'll get there.
But we'll get there. We have a
Yeah.
lot of shows to do. Marami pa tayong hahabulin. Ito, pinagbibigyan lang natin para kasi sila yung
Sa una
bisita
lang.
natin sa sofa. So we have to be
Umayaw.
nice.
Yeah.
So that they can come back.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Okay, so what do you think about your picks tonight? As your final word for tonight.
Makakatulog ba kayo
I'm
mahimbing?
pretty confident with the picks.
Same.
Pero syempre may kaba pa rin. Nandun pa rin talaga yung kaba. And 3:30 yata yung game. No?
1 a.m.
Oh, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. ang start.
a.m.
Oh,
So wala nang tulugan. Kaya,
Margo, is there any pick that you made tonight na parang,
Siguro yung minus 15.5.
with Phoenix Phoenix. So medyo ganun
Yeah.
pa doon. Okay.
Okay, and now
right.
before we say goodbye again, if you got a team, show your support and be part of the action. Head over to arenaplus.ph and stay locked in all playoffs long, especially with the NBA jackpot promo. We're reminding you it's in full swing already. All you have to do is to place your pick with a 500 peso wager on odds 1.5 or higher
Woo-hoo!
to get a raffle ticket.
Also, as we mentioned, to open the show, if we reach 1,000 peak viewers live, everyone who drops their Arena Plus account, their Arena Plus account name in the comment section, you will get a share of the 10,000 peso prize pot. So, check nyo na mga messages nyo. Baka may message na ang ating mga social media representatives in case na mag-hit kayo today. And syempre, salamat sa ating mga kasama dito, Margo
Thank you
Nonato
so
and Pinoy
much.
basketballista
Thank
Miguel
you.
Asuncion.
Maraming salamat, Margo and Miguel. But don't go too far.
Yes, because we've got more coming your way.
Yes, that is right. Make sure to catch our next episode because we will be giving away some exciting prizes that you definitely wouldn't want to miss. So catch you guys next time, tomorrow actually. And remember, tayong lahat, all in
tayo
tayo
sa
sa
arena!
arena!